above the hate, negativity. And I say to myself, no one can hold me. No one can hold me. And I say to myself, this is my time to shine. This is my moment. Here we go. And I say to myself, oh.
No, we gotta live before we die.
Yeah,
before we die. We can't sit and watch life go by. We can't sit and watch it pass us by.
paper, pen, where to begin? We can patch things or terminate in. Become friends, squash the beef. Conscience cleared, a piece of relief. Love you like a brother, we fell out. You wanted to argue, I bailed out. Trouble, that's what it spelled out. Drama, that's not what he's about. He's on out, know your role. Get your life straight, know your goals. You got to go, ready, set. They'll steal your life like petty theft. The flow's right, hit left and left. 15 years, I'm already a vet. Living life, it won't pass me by. That's why every day living like I might die.
We gotta live before we die. Before we die. We can't sit and watch life go by.
No,
we can't sit and watch it pass us by.
Come on.
We gotta live before we die.
Yeah,
before we die. We can't sit and watch life go by.
No,
we can't sit and watch it pass us by.
I wanna travel, see the pyramids, fly around the world, share the penmanship. Living life posted ain't the answer. Wish I had the knowledge for a cure for cancer. Let go to hold your life for ransom. Don't worry who's watching, keep dancing. You got stars in your eyes, Hollywood. Better chase that dream, not I probably should. Beautiful, got vocals like Whitney. The waistline, the only thing you find skinny. You must live before you die. Before the reaper shuts your eyes. They're gonna talk, tell lies. After all that heat, out ashes you'll rise. Hall of Fame accolades. Brain rains like the Everglades.
We gotta live before we die. Before we die. We can't sit and watch life go by.
No,
we can't sit and watch it pass us by.
What?
We gotta live before we die.
Or what?
Before we die. We can't sit and watch life go by.
No,
we can't sit and watch it pass us by.
Let's go.
We gotta live before we die.
Come on
before
now.
we die. We can't sit and watch life go by.
No,
we can't sit and watch it pass us
go.
by.
No.
We gotta live before we die.
Time to
Before
live.
we die, we can't sit and watch life go by. We can't
break
sit
it
and watch
down.
it pass us by.
Before you die, live. Before the soul flies, no give. You came to win. Pick your face up, raise up your chin. Critics criticize, no doubt. Be ready for battle, change your loadout. Bust back, no touch back. You touch the ball, you better run it back. Dance in the rain, smile at pain. All this weight won't crush your frame. Insane with the aim, spit flame. It's okay, we can bang, break legs. They're all uptight, I'm sitting in the shade. Gonna live my way, daydreaming all day, not day to day. Living every moment, this is your life, only you can own it.
We gotta live before we die. Before we die, we can't sit and watch life go by. We can't sit and watch it pass us by. We gotta live before we die. Before we die, we can't sit and watch life go by. We can't sit and watch it pass us by. We gotta live before we die.
Before we die,
Before we die, we can't sit and watch life go by. We can't sit and watch it pass us by. We gotta live before we die. Before we die, we can't sit and watch life go by. We can't sit and watch it pass us by. We gotta live before we die.
man, do what you meant to do, do what you gotta do. Use your talents, do you.
We gotta live